Hey, what's up everybody? Liz Medley. I want to talk to you today about how you can grow your network marketing quick, fast, and strong. And I'm going to share with you what I did in hopes that this will help you catapult your business, reach the goals that you want to achieve with your company. And so what I was doing when I first started was I was sharing all my little wins with people. And what it was I was creating a story, right? So I was sharing this story. At the time, I didn't know that's what I was doing, but I told everyone when they'd say, I'd ask about them, and they'd turn to me and say, so what are you up to? I'm like, oh my gosh, I just started. And I would share little wins. Like, oh my gosh, I woke up this morning and I had been paid commissions on a selfie that I had posted on social media, or I'm working towards earning this trip, or I'm gonna hit the top of this company. And so I was sharing all these little wins with a lot of people every single day. I was sharing my story with them. And by sharing your story and creating your story, and as your business grows and changes, your story will grow and change. And so that's what I was doing. And I knew when I finally said, I am committed, I am going all in, I started the business to do big things. I didn't start the business to just dabble in it. I started it and went all in to hit the top of the company, to change my life, to change my future, to change my kid's life. So I remember my first full month, I was telling my upline, I'm gonna hit the top of the company. It was June 2014. I'm gonna hit the top of the company in November. I'm working backwards. This is how I'm gonna do it. And I was telling everyone that, oh my gosh, I just started this company and I'm posting on social media and I'm earning this trip and I'm doing that and this is what my team's doing. Oh my goodness. And what was happening was they said, well, I want to do it. And I'm like, you do? Okay. So I signed up my first 7 months, 45 people, and don't quote me because it actually may be more than that. And I hit the top of the company in that 7 months, and I started 6.5 months, but who's counting 7 months? And I started making 6-figure income at that month forward. But I continually to share my story and tell my story. And so it was June 2014, and I was telling my upline, like, I'm hitting the top of the company in November. And I was sharing the story with other people. I guess I already said this, that I was gonna hit the top of the company and this is what we're doing and it's so much fun. And people would say, well, I wanna join you. I'm like, you do? Okay, well, here's how you do it. So I was enrolling distributors by sharing a story. I hit the top of the company like I said I would, kind of out of tons of hustle, lots of hard work, but stories and conversation. So having the conversation and sharing the story with no intention of people joining me. I was sharing all these little wins just because they asked me what I was up to and what I was doing. Not because I had the intention of them joining me in business. Not because I wasn't hunting. I was just sharing what I was doing and I loved it and how much fun it was. But I was talking to 35 people a day probably those first 6 months. And so share your story, share your little wins, work your tail off, get committed and go all in. Get committed and go in. Stop dabbling. Dabble here, take a break. Oh, I'm gonna work really hard today. Take a break. Make a decision to go all in. Create your story, share your story, tell people what you're up to with no expectation of getting anything in return. All right? If you guys have any questions, comment below. If you're watching this as a replay, hashtag replay so I know that you are on here. I believe in you guys, and I just hope that you believe in yourself. Go out and hustle, and talk to you guys soon. Bye.